Goodfellas Sports TV wanted to squeeze a video in really quick. It won't be quick. It'll be a longer video. Wanted to get one in the morning. One time for all my Pacific time West Coast brothers out there. And I seen an article where Eddie Hearn talks about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury only sold 8,000 tickets. And, it gonna kind of expose, the BS really quick and put you guys up on game. See, they claim to be selling all those tickets in the UK, like at the drop of a dime. But you got to understand it's two different markets and also separate ticket prices as well. And you got to understand, Eddie Hearn, why if the UK market is so great, why does Eddie Hearn want to come over to the US market? Because the UK, market has great limitations, as far as dollar value and how much money that they can pull out that market, because the UK is is probably the size of Texas. I don't really know too much about it, but pretty sure it's not that big. Okay. And apparently he's balking at balking at the fact that they only sold 8,000 tickets in a 19,000 seat arena, and nobody has ever sold out the Staples Center other than, I think, the highest attendance there was Shane Mosley and Antonio Margarito. Okay. But the thing is, when I go to these fights, all right, this is just me personally. I don't have press passes or nothing like that. I front my own money up. And the money that you guys, view this video and donate with when I go to these fights. So salute to everybody that do donate and just view the videos, man, and watch the ads. Salute. When I buy my tickets, I buy there and if I go to New York to Brooklyn or Madison Square Garden, that's why I love to go to fights on the East Coast. When I go to the fights on the East Coast, I'm an hour, 30 minutes away, flight-wise. I don't buy my tickets until I get there, maybe the day of. Because when I buy my tickets, I can get them at a good discounted price. Especially night on StubHub the night before or something like that. I get my tickets and have left at will call and pick them up on will call. Now that's changing with some of the arenas going paperless, where you got to show all your tickets on your phone now. But that's what I do. And I learned my lesson for the Wilder and Ortiz fight, where I was talking about how the ticket sales wasn't doing so good. And I would look and I said, damn, it's a lot of tickets left, which about March 4th, my daughter's birthday. So I wasn't going to be able to make it. All right. So I was just, keeping an eye on the tickets. So I said, man, ain't nobody buying tickets. And but what I found out was that a lot of people buy the tickets the week of and the day before and the day of the fight. So you got to know your market. It's a totally different market. And you go to the Barclays Center. I'm just talking in instance because I'm not familiar with the Barclays Center. It's a totally different environment. It's a lot of black people. It's very, very black at the Barclays Center. So a lot of the black people I see at will call buying their tickets the night of, or bought their tickets the day before that I spoke to. So it's not in the UK where people, gonna buy their tickets from a month or two out. It's too much going on in the United States. It's too much going on in LA. It's too much going on in New York. It's just not, going to work today and probably gonna go shoot billiards or go to the bar. No. You have plenty to do when you live in major market cities, and the ticket consumption is or the ticket buys is totally different. Your market is totally different, and Eddie Hearn knows that. And he's trying to, poke fun. They only sold 8,000 tickets. That number will go up. I experienced that before. And there's plenty of tickets in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks out. And usually for your US fights, people don't buy them until the week of, or like me, the day of or the day before. Now you do have instances where like Canelo Alvarez, a lot of Mexican Americans and Mexicans that buy tickets, and the Floyd Mayweather fight. Those are elite platinum tier type fights. So you do have your exceptions, but those are like guy with a great fan base that sells tickets like that, like a greatly anticipated fight with like a Pacquiao, a Mayweather Canelo. And we all agree Deontay Wilder is not that. Floyd Mayweather's first pay-per-view did 350K with Arturo Gatti, and that was before streaming and illegal pirating of videos came in. So, Eddie Hearn knows that. Eddie Hearn knows that first experience because when he had two Brooklyn Knights and Danny Jacobs and Jarrell Miller headlining that card, the week after Adrian Broner put 15,000 seats and people in the seats with Charlo and Gervonta Tate Davis and Jesse Vargas, obviously, Eddie Hearn went there and did less than 8,000. So we're about a month out from the fight, and Deontay Wilder's done 8,000. Okay, he's done 8,000. Okay, and you know people gonna buy their tickets toward the week of the fight and the day before. So, and obviously his ticket prices are way higher if you check than ones that probably was at the Barclays Center for Danny Jacobs and Jarrell Miller, a co-feature card. And in his hometown, Eddie Hearn couldn't even sell out. He couldn't sell half the arena. He sold 7,000 to sudden. The Barclays Center holds 6,000. I mean 16,000. Excuse me. Just got a text. So, I mean, what did he sell in the Wintrust Arena? What did he sell in Boston? I'm pretty sure he carried nothing close to 10,000, 15, 16,000 seats. He didn't probably hit 8,000 in the Wintrust in Chicago. He probably didn't hit 8,000 in Boston. So at the end of the day, he could poke fun at the situation all he wants to, but he knows the markets are drastically different. People in the UK, they getting to buy tickets, weeks on out. That's how they do it, And that's a fact. Weeks on out, they getting to buy tickets. That's just the fact of the matter of it. But your market is different because what if Anthony Joshua, this is a grounded video right here. So what if Anthony Joshua came to America and did a fight? So would he sell out the Staples Center at the drop of a dime? Absolutely not. He wouldn't sell out this. He wouldn't even have 8,000 tickets sold unless it was with Deontay Wilder. If him and Tyson Fury fought in Staples Center, which would not be their demographic, he wouldn't sell shit. If he fought Miller in the Barclays Center, he would not sell out the Barclays Center 16,000. He went to Madison Square Garden. He wouldn't sell out that as well. He can sell out in the UK, but if the UK is the end all be all, why don't Lomachenko go over there and blow up? Why doesn't Usyk stay there and blow up? If it's the end all be all, if it's so much money, if it's the pot of gold in the UK, why don't more fighters from America go to the UK and get that money if the money is greater? Because it's not. It's limited. It's limited. It's very, very limited market. And you see the course of plenty UK fighters' career, they fight all their fights over in the UK. Unless somebody come over there and snatch a belt from them, or they wait to the end of their careers to come over to the United States and try their luck, and they get beat up. Other than Joe Kazaki. You have your exceptions where Lennox Lewis came over here in his career and got knocked out. Amir Khan, after he got knocked out, came over here to revitalize his career. Got knocked out by Danny Garcia for sure. So, you have those instances where there's our exceptions to the rule. But your average UK guy, Ricky Hatton, came over and got knocked out. Even Matthew Hatton came over here and got knocked out. Ryan Rowe's career ended in the United States as well. Got knocked out. Dan Barker's career ended over here. Got knocked out by Sergio Martinez. So you name it, most of them, or we go over there and whoop their ass. Was Errol Spence going there and whoop Kell Brook? Or was it Timothy Bradley going over there and whoop on Junior Witter? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my question is, how many tickets will Anthony Joshua sell? I mean, it's a real possibility that Deontay Wilder will surpass in ticket sales with Tyson Fury this fight. He will surpass in ticket sales. He might get to 10, 15,000. He will probably do more ticket sales than they did views for this Jarrell Miller fight in Kansas, even with Clarissa Shields on the card. There's a chance he'll sell more tickets than the views for the Boo Boo in Boston fight. He sell more tickets than the views they did on the Zone October 6th, or was October 6th, the Wintrust Arena with Miller, Adamick, and Vargas, Lorme. And those fights were free on the Zone platform. So in ticket sales, he's going to do more ticket sales than he did than the Zone is doing views. And it's free. It's free. So at the end of the day, how many ticket sales will Anthony Joshua do in Vegas? How many ticket sales would he do in New York? How many ticket sales would he do in LA? Without the help of Floyd Mayweather promoting him in Vegas. Or rubbing shoulders with Floyd Mayweather. Off the strength of Anthony Joshua, without Deontay Wilder, with Big Baby Miller, with Dominic Brazil, with whoever, how many tickets will he sell? Not none. Because if he was a ticket seller and he was a name over here, Why do only 15,000 people reportedly tune in to watch him on the zone? And I believe that's a stretch. I don't know 15,000 people, and it's plenty of people in the United States. I don't know 15,000 people that talked about that fight on the internet from the United States. I don't know 2 people in reality that bought the zone. None. Nobody I work with. Nobody live in my neighborhood. Nobody. Okay? So, you tell me, will Anthony Joshua come over here and sell out like he doing in Wembley Stadium? No. Not at all. It won't happen. Without Deontay Wilder, it won't happen. And they know that. And they know that. So they can cut the malarkey. They can cut the malarkey. They can cut the BS. You know, all this is really about is comparing 2 markets. And one market, Eddie Hearn is not doing well in. The United States market, he's on the fritz of getting kicked out the zone. And then when he goes back to the UK, Al Heyman is trying to take over the UK, ITV. But this is about diminishing any chances of Deontay Wilder fighting Anthony Joshua. That's what it's about. It's about protecting Anthony Joshua. Because Anthony Joshua is to Matchroom what Canelo is to Golden Boy. And that's the 95, 97% of their earnings. So if he goes down, they go down. And people know that. And, you're going to get guys on here that's going to act like, oh, they're going to try to act like Wilder the fool. They're going to try to act like the black fans supporting Wilder are the fool. And they're going to try to a whole bunch of stupid points that don't stick and try to be on their little live stream and their boxing groups on Facebook and act like, and get the little co-follower. This is, at the end of the day, people don't want to talk about boxing. It's racial. It's very racial. It's very racial. And people will talk about and take shots at Al Heyman. He ain't came out here and said a word. He ain't came out here and physically hurt nobody. He ain't stole money from a fighter. They come out here and tell you how ESPN got the best fights. The Zone got these great fights. And these coon-ass dudes out here saying the Zone got the best fights. Okay. I ask you this before I get off here. At the end of the day, if you can watch ESPN, the Zone, Main Events, NBC, PBC, Showtime, Fox, for the all next year, for the whole next year, which one would you pick? Which one would you roll with? ESPN Top Rank, Main Events, NBC, The Zone, or Showtime, PBC, Showtime, Fox? Most of these dudes going around acting like they bought The Zone, they got the free trial and canceled it. Because they ain't got $10. And trust me, they don't have $10 to give. They don't even support their favorite YouTuber and get them a super chat or a donation. Trust me. So at the end of the day, I'm telling you, it's very racial. That's all it is. Because Bob Arum was doing the same thing Al Heyman doing right now. People were praising him. And they praising a shitty product on Top Rank. It's shitty. It's shitty. Ain't nothing but small guys fighting over there. Ain't no real cat pillars up there at heavyweight. Ain't no cat pillars up there at light heavyweight for real he got over there. Ain't no cat pillars that you really care about at middleweight. Ain't no cat pillars but Crawford on welterweight. Let's keep it real. The Zone ain't got no fighters. All these guys claiming to be buying The Zone, they got the free trial and using the email over and over to keep using free trials. They ain't spending no money out their pocket. So my question is to end this video. Top Rank ESPN, NBC Main Events, they got NBC Sports, The Zone, or PBC Fox Showtime. Which one would you watch for the entire 2019 season? Let me know in the comment section. Goodfella Sports TV, early morning video for my West Coast brothers, man. Before I turn it in, I decided to go ahead and do it. I'm up, watch a little bit NBA, playing with Miles, not letting him sleep and BSing with him. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter. Also, we got a Facebook group. Those links in the description. You can email me as well to reach out to me. Any concerns or questions you got for the channel, video requests, you can hit me up on those platforms. If you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description. Also, link the boxing article. You can read what Eddie Germ said as well. Salute. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. We'll continue to pop off the truth and pump the truth. I'd like to hear an answer or rebuttal to my question. I'll be in the comment section in the morning. Y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time, we gone.